Welcome to Prime Cuts, choice racing action from America's grassroots racetracks. Today, we're at Central Arizona Raceway in Casa Grande, Arizona. It's night one of the Ernie Mincy Early Thaw with the dirt late models, courtesy of Speed Sport affiliate IMCA TV.
Okay, race fans, let's get ready right now. Now we're going to bring out the late models. We had a good mixture of some open late models, some Wayzata late models, and man, we got some ponies out here again. On the pole out of Peoria, Arizona, is going to be Steve Stoltz out there again in that number 78. Scott Ward, they call him the Wild Child, folks. He comes out of Watertown, South Dakota. He'll be he got to win one win last year. He'll be in that number 37 on the outside. The 11B, Blaine Doppler, another veteran again, that rolls in here again. And Blaine's moved over to Wapello, Iowa, in that number 11B on the inside. And then keep an eye on the 71 on the outside. That's Dustin Strand, folks. Strand is a great talent out there again. He comes out of Grand Forks, that Millennium Chassis, number 71. Ryan Corbett, remember, was here last year. He'll be in that C4, solid runner. He's out of East Grand Forks. He had several top fives last year. On the outside of him, Matt Auckland. Matt Auckland, again, in a late model. He's been a late model driver for many years. He got out of it. He's back in one tonight this weekend for the first time. Matt will be out there in that number 12 car, starting sixth. Then you got Chad Becker. Becker's a three-time Wayzata national champion out of Aberdeen, South Dakota, and that Brad's Autoglass, number 12B. He's got a pile of wins over the years as he starts on the inside of row number 4, alongside of Bryson James. Remember, Bryson won here last year in that number 11 car. Bryson James, that young guy, a great young talent out there. Fun to watch this young guy here, too, again. He'll be in at number 11, starting in the number 8 spot. And Bo Nave, again, out of Billings, Montana, in the 00 right back there, is your 9th and final starter. 35 late models here this year again. I think we had about 23 or 24 last year, so nice to see it climb up a little bit. Again, these cars, 2,350 pounds. They can run anywhere from 550 to 750 horse. Okay, here we go. Leading them up here right now. You got, again, your pole sitter is going to be Stoltz on the inside. And here we go. Ward on the outside. What a power move. Scott Ward out of Watertown, South Dakota, takes the lead. Keep an eye on that 71 back there. Again, of Strand. He is a missile from up north up here, but he's got a whole bunch of good hot rods down here. And lap number 1, the Wild Child, Scott Ward out of Watertown, is going to lead it. Again, sitting in at number 2 spot. Here comes a 71 of Strand down the back straightaway. He explodes in, moves in at number 2 spot again. Again, watch young Bryson James back there in that 13 as he moves up through the field also. And also, Blaine Doppler, solid runner out there in that 11, has been working his way back and forth through the field. He got high that time and fell back a little bit. Again, Speed Sport TV bringing you this racing out here in action here tonight. They do a great job out there. Again, leading the pack in there right now. Ward sitting in pretty good shape. Strand running in that number 2 spot. And now you can see Strand closing the gap a little bit on the backside of Ward. Strand running a little lower line coming off of 4. Stoltz still sitting in 3rd. Nice job by Steve out there again out of Peoria, Arizona, and that number 78. Good run by him. And again, Strand has closed the gap on the backside of Ward. Strand has run down the Wild Child down the back straightaway. Dustin Strand, like I said, they get ready. The white flag is going to wave. He drops to the bottom trying to get underneath him down the front straightaway. He's there. Ward fights him off. Here comes Strand again. He's going to try him in 1 and 2 down back straightaway. He gets underneath him down the back straight. Ward slides back into turn 3, fights him off here right now. Whoa, look out. Here they come off turn 4, coming to the flag. It's holding on, and it looks like, we'll see what the electronics show, what they got there, Chris, with it, the 71, or let's see up there. It looks like Ward by 1/100th of a second. Holy cow. .01. So Scott Ward and the Wild Shell held on, and boy, what a push out there by Strand. Heat race number 2 is getting ready to come out. Let's get set. The pole sitter here comes out of Hendricksman, so you're going to get to see his son out here in the next couple days. That's going to be Chad Olson out there. He'll be on the inside row number 1. He's out of Hendricks, a farmer out there, does a great job. Then on the outside of him, this guy's an 11-time WISSOTA national champion, but he does not run much late model stuff. Just a few times. That's going to be, of course, the 7A out there of Shane Sobraski. Remember, Sobraski came here last year and I think ran that limited mod. As a matter of fact, he did actually run an IMCA mod and won the feature there. So, again, he will be starting out of Rice, Minnesota. He's got 881 career wins. He's on the outside of row number 1. Row 2 on the inside in the 42, Billy Moyer. Billy back in here again out of Batesville, Arkansas, in that number 21 car. Billy piling up wins like crazy, too, up in that 600 area. Carl Tipton out of Gilbert, Arizona, the 22T will start in the number 4 spot. Good, solid runner right here. Tomas Hunziker again. Down here again out of Bend, Oregon. Tomas Hunziker will be out there in the 38 on the inside of row 3. Very solid businessman, also running really good. It's going to be the 81X of Matt Sparby. He'll be in that Black Duck Power number 81X. He comes out of Bemidji, Minnesota on the inside, outside of row number 3. Austin Keel out of Cave Creek, Arizona will be in the 15 on the inside of row number 4 alongside the 01. That'll be Michael Leach. Leach again comes out of Sun River, Montana in that 01. Now, he had 7 wins last year. We had him down by us there a couple times. Good runner in that number 01. Heat race number 2 of 4 coming at you here right now. And Shane Sobraski, not a lot of experience in a late model, gets by Olson for the lead. Moyer sitting 3rd right now, down the back straightaway as they crank it up here again right now. Here they come again. Now Moyer drops to the bottom of that racetrack trying to get on the inside of Olson. Carl Tipton, nice job by him in that 22, sitting in 4th. Hunziker's now moved the 38 up into that number 5 spot, but your race leader, Shane Sobraski out of Rice, Minnesota. Sobraski in that affordable car owned by the Hinkenmeyer boys from Affordable Chassis back there in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. And he's running there late and looking pretty good in it right now. Moyer now moves into 2nd. Surging down the back straightaway, but boy, Sobraski hanging tough. Here comes Moyer dropping the bottom. Boy, Billy's got a lot of miles on a race car. One of the all-time greats, I'll tell you what. And again, trying to close it up. Again, keep an eye as they come off turn 4. Sobraski hanging on. Chad Olson still in 3rd, followed by Tipton and Hunziker in that 38. And again, now Sobraski drops down a little bit, changing his line. Moyer going to try to close the gap on him again. Olson still in 3rd. Here they come, white flag for show. Oh, look out off the top of the track. Olson's in trouble, and he makes the save. Well, I'll tell you what, he had 3 of the 4 off the track, the other one in the air. Down into turn 3, Shane Sobraski out of Rice, Minnesota. Rolls into town and gets in that late model. Well, he does what he does best. He goes to front and gets the win. Sobraski, your winner. Billy Moyer, 2nd to 42. Olson hanging on to 3rd, followed by Carl Tipton and Tomas Hunziker in 5th. Heat race number 3, getting ready to come on the track here right now. A veteran of 24 years of racing, Rusty Coleman, is going to be on the inside of row number 1. He'll be your pole sitter again. Nice to have Rusty here. He's out of Carrington, North Dakota. On the outside of him will be Jim Whistler again out of Otis, Oregon in the number 28. On the inside of row 2, Clayton Stuckey. Stuckey again comes again out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And that number 15, watch out for Stuckey, a young one, but a good one on the inside. And then Tyler Peterson, folks, jumped in a late model last year for the first time and was just going to run it part-time. Well, he's the Wissota National Champion. He dominated that thing out there. Last year in his mod and his late model, he had 39 feature wins. Peterson is a dandy. Then you got Brad Williams in the 23 on the inside of row 3. He's out of Tucson, Arizona. Look who's back again this year. Ricky Weiss rolls in again. Ricky, formerly out of Headingley, Manitoba, I think is actually living in Tennessee right now, building some chassis. He's been busy down there with that. Ricky, another great one. He's actually a 5-time Wissota late model champion. And then you got, again, Jason Rogers in the 37 out of Sheldon, Kansas on the inside of row number 4. And Shane Edgington. Edgington won what they call the John Seitz Memorial up at Grand Forks. Folks, that race paid $9,200 to win, $920 to start. And they get a pile of late models. They do it in honor of a great race car driver from back in several years back to we lost. And boy, I'll tell you what a show it is. And last year, Edgington got that. That was quite a win for him. And boy, if you'd have seen that field, that was a dynamite field of race cars. They roll off turn 4. They drop the green. Here we go. And, of course, keep an eye on Weiss out there again in that number 7 car down the back straightaway. Remember, last year he won 4 or 5 of these things here. Boy, he was tough on us here. Every night they come off turn 4. Leading the pack, though, coming to the flag right now. Tyler Peterson is cranking again. Coleman second, and we got a caution. Okay, we got somebody off, I believe, out there. Again, boy, Peterson exploded to a quick early lead again. Okay, here we go. Peterson going to lead them down in there right now. Looks like lights are green. We are back to green flag racing again, everybody. Again, Tyler Peterson, your race leader, will lead them off at turn 4 again. One more time, heat race 3 of 4. Again, for the late models as they drop the green. Here goes Peterson again. Ricky Weiss charges up right behind. Whoa, Ricky got high that time. And you don't see that very often, but got up in the marbles up there. She just wouldn't hook up, and he slid off the top of the racetrack. Here they come to the flag. Ricky gets going again, but Peterson with a big lead here right now. Ricky going to wheel it down to his pit area and come back out again on the B main. But don't count him out yet. That's how fast he can be. And boy, Peterson is spanking these guys pretty good off of turn 4 as he is dialed in again in that 1 car. Jim Whistler doing a nice job in second. Stuckey, how about Stuckey at that 15? Stuckey, the young high flyer out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And I'll tell you what, putting a lot of pressure on. Here he comes, trying to make the pass, can't quite get it done. And Edgington's now moved up into 3rd. I lost track of Shane Edgington, and here he comes out of nowhere, and there he goes into 2nd. Hold on here right now, think, boy, Edgington, if he can get a caution flag, he might be the one guy here that can give Peterson a battle, because Peterson's a straightaway ahead of the field. Whistler sitting in 3rd. There's that caution we talked about. 4 to go. Well, the real test will come here right now. We'll find out again what Edgington's got under the hood of that baby, because he's going to have a chance to get up right on the backside. And boy, so far, Tyler Peterson has been destroying this field here in this one here. Okay, lights are off. Going back to green. Here it is. Boy, Edgington got a good jump that time on the inside. And he's going to take a run at the bottom of Peterson this time. But Peterson's going to explode off down that back straightaway. And there he goes. Into turn number 3, setting up here right now. Tyler Peterson on the high side of the racetrack. Here comes Shane Edgington sitting right back behind him. Jim Whistler hanging on to 3rd. Boy, Whistler's got Stuckey and Rusty Coleman all over him right now. Good battle for 3rd. And now it looks like the 15 of Clayton Stuckey has moved himself into that number 3 spot. Peterson with a good lead right now. Peterson again driving away from the field down that back straightaway. Edgington hanging tough in that number 2 spot. Counting down 2. White flag will be coming out next time by. Good run by Rusty Coleman, too. Boy, good to see Rusty out here. Like I said, he long-time racer. Ran a Midwest Modified streets in different classes through up there in North Dakota. White flag for Peterson. Okay, here they come, and Tyler Peterson going to spank him again with that one TPO. The 15, good job out there by Clayton Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Third again, Jim Whistler out of Otis, Oregon at 28. And hey, how about Rusty Coleman? Good solid run by Rusty Coleman to finish in that number 4 spot. Here we go, heat race number 4. Longtime veteran, he's actually a 3-time Wissota national champion. Hasn't been in a late model in about 5 years. That is going to be Zach Johnson. He will be your pole sitter here. Again, for heat race number 4 on the inside of that row there right now. And then alongside of him, Terry Carter out of Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta's down here in the 60. Long trip for him down here. Row 2 through 2 on the inside. Brandon Corbett, good solid runner. Runs up at River City Speedway in Grand Forks. He'll be in a double O machine on the inside of row 2. And then the young guy that had a kind of a coming out party here last year is young Josh Simple out of Bram, Minnesota. Again, he'll be in that Shaw Trucking number 5, starting in the number 4 spot. Row 3 on the inside. Another driver that's got 575 career wins. Dave Moss, again out of Vicente, Minnesota. Actually, he's out of East Bethel. Will be on the inside of row number 3. Alongside of him, also in one of Ricky Weiss's chassis, is going to be Dustin Bloom, the crop duster pilot out of Kindred, North Dakota, in that number 45. Keep an eye on the inside of row number 3 here. The 44, Cole Schill is a talent. They call him the Jet Man, folks. He comes out of Hawley, Minnesota out there, and that Ravenous Ranch. Number 44, a lot of wins. He's been an I-94 track champion up there in Fergus Falls. Solid runner there. And then the E85 of Jason Strand. Boy, Strand has been so good down here. He's out of Portland, North Dakota also, making that long trip down here again. And, of course, he had a bunch of wins over the last few years up at Norman County, River City, some of them tracks, and was very good here also. Okay, here we go. Heat race number 4 coming up again. The late models rolling off against Zach Johnson and Terry Carter going to lead the field to the flag. And here we go. Johnson for many years was Carter with a good move on the outside, and he's able to sneak by Johnson down the back straightaway. They head into turn 3. Now Johnson closed the gap back on him again. Here they come. Keep an eye on Simple. He's already up to 3rd on the outside, and he is closing up top here in that 5 car. And Dustin Bloom is coming up in a hurry in a 45. And that Weiss chassis, one of Ricky's cars, he looks good in that thing. I watched him in hot lap the other night, boy, and practice night last night. He looked awfully good. But coming to the flag, here we go. Now Johnson starting to pick up the pace. Terry Carter out of Fort Saskatchewan with a lead. Zach Johnson now starting to settle back into that 73 car. And here comes Simple up behind Johnson. Johnson closed the gap on the backside of Carter again. Carter hangs on. Simple right there, as is the 45. And Dave Moss out of the 2 car running in at number 5 spot. Next up, we'll have the limited mods, and then we got sport mods after that yet, and that'll take care of all our heat race action. There it is, looking good. Terry Carter in that number 6 car. Down into turn 3, high on the cushion. Boy, Simple way up high off the high side, trying to make a pass on the outside of Zach Johnson. And here he comes. Boy, Simple with a big run. Johnson staying on that bottom line, trying to get up underneath Carter. And he might have to move up because there goes Simple in the second. Now Simple's going after Carter. Simple on the outside coming off turn 4. Gets up, and here he comes alongside Carter also. And Josh Simple makes the pass. No, he has to get the brakes. Now Zach Johnson going to try to reel him in again. Simple right up on the backside. Now dives up alongside of Carter into 3 and 4. He's alongside coming off white flag. 1 lap to go. Simple takes the lead in the 5. Carter in 2nd. Johnson in 3rd. Again, they come to the flag off turn 4. Hey, how about Josh Simple, everybody, in at 5. Going to get the win. Terry Carter finishing 2nd with Zach Johnson 3rd. Dustin Bloom in the 45 running fourth. And again, Dave Moss, I believe, or was that Strand that got up in that number 5 spot. Rusty Coleman going to be sitting on the pole here right now. Going to give her a little splash of water up there. Ryan Corbett, again, will be on the outside of him in that C4 machine. Ryan, again, coming down here. Again, out of East Grand Forks. Thomas Hunziker again out of Bend, Oregon. And that 38 comes in again. Thomas is actually from Switzerland, I believe, if I'm not mistaken there. So pretty cool having him come over. Had a chance to visit with him and his wife last year. Nice people aboard that. It was fun to see you. Again, then you got the 23 of Brad Williams going to be starting fourth in this thing right now. Brad's right here out of Tucson. Row 3, Dave Moss had, looked good early part of that heat, but struggled toward the end of it again. And Moss will come in there right now. He's got 581 career wins, but like I said, he'd like to get in there also. He'll be in the 2 on the inside of row 3. Austin Keel, the 15 car, will be starting alongside of him. Austin's out of Cave Creek. Then you got the 37R, Jason Rogers out of Selden, Kansas, starting in the number 7 spot. And right now, starting in the 8th spot on the bubble, will be Bo Nave, again out of Billings, Montana, in the 00. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I think a car that's very fast, Michael Leach out of Sun River, Montana, had 7 wins last year. He'll start 9th in this thing. He'll be hard to hold out. And then look who's right alongside of him, Shane Edgington. And he'll be out there in that Miller Race Engines machine. Remember, like I said, he had a bunch of wins last year also. So he'll start in the number 10 spot. Another tough one, Blaine Doppler, good runner again. Good to have him out of Wapella, Iowa, up here again in the 11. He's in one of Paul Mueller's cars. And then you got Cole Schill. Boy, you talk about a stacked-up B-main. And these guys are all on the outside looking in. Schill starts 8th out there right now in the 44. Starting next row back there again on the inside of him. Actually, starting 12th. Then you got Rob Maya again out of Bend, Oregon, the 37, alongside of Matt Auckland, also jumping in out of Glendon, the 11M. Matt Sparby out of Bemidji, Minnesota, line up in the 81X. Back on the inside there, row number 8 on the outside of him will be Denver Nickerson out of Evelyn, South Dakota, in the number 11 car. Then you got Brandon Corbett. Corbett again, like I said, all these guys that come all the way down from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Good solid runner. Will start back in the number 17 spot alongside of Ricky Weiss out of Headingley, Manitoba. Ricky will be starting in at number 7 on the outside. And then, just to spice it up, you got Chad Becker going to be starting dead last. Becker, he won't stay there. I'll tell you that right now. He won 9 times last year at Brown County up in Aberdeen, South Dakota. He won 6 over Casino in Watertown. I think he won 17 features last time. He's a 3-time WISSOTA 100 champ. So, I mean, the guy's a charger. And he will be determined out there to get to the front of the pack. So, an awful lot of good cars going to try sneak up and take them top 8 spots away. This should be a real dogfight, folks. Like I said, when you got all these guys, you got, like I said, on the outside looking in, you got Leach and Edgington, Doppler and Schill, Maya, Auckland, Sparby, Nickerson, Corbett, Ricky Weiss, and Chad Becker. Ouch. Well, 15 laps, 8 cars advance. Okay, everybody. Well, we're getting about ready to go here. This would make a real nice feature starting lineup here right now. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have a lot of good race cars that we're going to probably get the evening off after this and have to start fresh tomorrow night. But the only thing, that's the fun thing about this, when you start fresh every night, whoever's hot tonight, they could be sitting on the bench tomorrow night. And, of course, they can change in a hurry. Some of these guys are really good. Like I said, remember last year, boy, Ricky was just dominant. He had a little tough luck toward the end, but even there, I remember he came out of a B main one time in the back and won that. So he's going to be tough with Weiss sitting back there in the back of that pack. He is going to be so determined right now. Okay, word we're getting is they're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Chris is getting them all staged up, set, realigned, keeping the show moving right along. Okay, lights have gone out. Here we go. Rusty Coleman. Ryan Corbett going to lead the field to the flag. And after that, she's going to be a dogfight. Coming off turn 4, they drop the hammer, and here we go. They explode off into turn number 1. 15 laps, not a lot of time, so you got to get busy. Somebody slid off the top up there, and another one did too. Down the back straightaway, they clear out here, looking good here right now. Here they come off lap number 1. Let's see if we're still green. Yeah, we are yet. Corbett's your leader. It's Coleman. Hunsicker sitting in 3rd right now. Brad Williams out of Tucson 4th right there. Coleman's in trouble, gets crossed up a little bit. Boy, there goes Cole Schill by. And Coleman recovering the race car, but he's trying to get off. I think he might have a flat tire or something. Corbett's sitting down there right now. There he goes, Hunsicker. Brad Williams in 3rd and a caution. We got a car sitting sideways up there. Boy, that's a tough break because Cole Schill was exploding toward the front in at 44. We'll see where they score him after this last one. Okay, I think they're going to get a replay for you folks out in TV land here right now. Here we go. Let's watch this, see what happens. Coleman, you can see, is really having some issues back there. Thought it looked like he might have a flat tire. He kind of slid out of the way. And whoa, and around we go. Tough break out there. Matt Sparby got crossed up sideways as he was locking up behind there. And they're a Speed Sport TV replay there. Great job by those folks on the TV. The 37 up there of Jason Rogers also in there. Here we come. Here we go again. And again, side by side. Boy, watch Ricky Weiss back there, folks. He is sneaking through that field in a hurry. They got him boxed in by 3 cars. But remember, he did start dead. Actually started 18th in this thing. And one by one, he's starting to climb his way up. Weiss has went from 18th to 9th already. So he's up 9 spots, and he's already 1 spot looking in, and he's going to be in the show in a minute. Here he comes. Off turn 4, your leader is going to be Corbett in the C4. Again, Hunsicker sitting 2nd out there. Jason Rogers was running 3rd back there in that 37, as you can see. And I believe Rusty Coleman 4th. 5th right there was again going to be Williams. 6th was Rogers. 7th was Schill. 8th was Leach. Now Leach is 8th. And Ricky Weiss has now moved into the number 9 spot. So right now Schill's in pretty good shape. The bubble car is the 37 of Rogers. And I think Ricky Weiss has now moved into 7th place. Weiss has gone now from 18th to 7th. And he's tearing into this field pretty good here right now. Here he comes up. He and Schill trying to move forward. Now Schill on the inside of the 23 of Brad Williams. Schill down on that bottom, hugging it. Weiss up top behind him. Corbett looking good. Good run. Corbett's looking strong. Hunsicker sitting in the number 2 spot. There they come. Maya back in 3rd there. Followed by Coleman. Brad Williams. Schill in 6th, Weiss in 7th. Rogers was 8th that last time by. 6 laps to go when they come by this time. Boy, Ryan Corbett, very impressive. Corbett's got that C4 machine dialed up right now. He's got a good cushion. He's coming up on some lap traffic as he'll come up here, I believe, with 5 to go this time by. Hunsicker still in 2nd. Again, right now, Schill moves up on the track a little bit. Going to work on the backside of the 23 down there. They go into turn 3. And Ricky Weiss comes right with him again as they close up the gap. They come off again. Weiss down on the bottom. And here comes Michael Leach in that 01. He's actually caught up to Ricky Weiss right now. Down the back straightaway. And Weiss is caught up to Schill. Boy, big battle back in traffic. Corbett now is coming up on the lap traffic. He'll have 2 to go next time by. He should be in good shape. He's got about a half a straightaway lead on Hunsicker back there right now. You can see that battle on TV there right now. And here goes Weiss out of nowhere on the outside. What a move by Ricky Weiss. And now he's moved into the top 5, I believe, as they come down the front straightaway. Corbett gets ready. Hunsicker, Maya, Coleman. Weiss in 5th. Williams 6th. Schill in 7th. And Leach in 8th right now. And another car just pulled off the top of turn 2 down there. White flag is waving. Here they come. Weiss moving into the top 5. And here they come off turn 4. There's Corbett, your winner. Hunziker second. The 37 and third. Coleman fourth in the 2. Ricky Weiss from 18th to 5th. The 23 of Williams knocking down the number 6 spot. Cole Schill made it in the 44 and 7th. And Michael Leach also from 9th got into that 8th and final spot.
Tyler Peterson is on the pole. He's out of Hickson, North Dakota, in that 1 TPO. Will go on the inside of the front row. And Josh Simple will roll to his outside. Josh out of Bram, Minnesota in 5. Row 2 inside, Bryson James. He won one of these Early Thaw Series events a year ago. He's out of Albany, Oregon in 13. And Scott Ward out of Watertown, South Dakota is going to start 4th in 37. Row 3 inside will be Shane Sobraski. He's out of Rice, Minnesota in 7A. And Dustin Strand out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. He'll start 6th in 71. Billy Moyer will roll 7th tonight. 850 career wins for the Batesville, Arkansas racer in the 42. And Clay Stuckey will start 8th tonight. He's out of Shreveport, Louisiana in 15. Row 5 inside will be Terry Carter. He's out of Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, Canada in the 6T. And Dustin Bloom out of Kindred, North Dakota will start 10th tonight in 45. Your 11th starter will be Jimmy Whistler. He's out of Otis, Oregon in 28. And Chad Olson sitting in his son Charlie's car tonight. He's out of Hendricks, Minnesota in the 10CO. Row 7 inside will be Zach Johnson. He's out of Lowry, Minnesota in that 73. And Carl Tipton out of Gilbert, Arizona to his outside in 22T. Next row to the inside will be Jason Strand. Jason out of Portland, North Dakota in that E85. And his outside will be Steve Stoltz. Stoltz out of Peoria, Arizona in 78. Next row inside will be Ryan Corbett. He's out of Grand Forks, North Dakota in the C4. And Thomas Hunziker, the Switzerland native out of Bend, Oregon, will start outside of the 9th row in 38. Row 10 inside will be Rob Maya. He also won one of these Early Thaw Series events a year ago. He's out of Bend, Oregon in the 37. And Rusty Coleman will roll his outside. Rusty out of Carrington, North Dakota in 2. Row 11 inside, last year's champion and 4-time winner Ricky Weiss. Weiss out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada in the 7. And Brad Williams will roll to his outside. Brad's out of Tucson in 23. Row 12 inside will be Cole Schill. He's out of Hawley, Minnesota in that 44. And Michael Leach in back-to-back features tonight. He's out of Sun River, Montana in a 1. Final row will be the provisionals. Dave Moss, the highest driver in passing points, that did not qualify through a heater of B main. He's out of East Bethel, Minnesota in the 2. And Matt Sparby, last year's highest driver in mini-series point standings, that did not qualify through a heat race or a B main. He's out of Bemidji, Minnesota in 81X. 26 cars. This will be a 25-lapper tonight. The late models race for a progressively higher purse each night of each weekend. So tonight they'll run a 25-lap feature. Tomorrow night will be 30, and Saturday night will be a 35-lapper.
Well, let's set it back and enjoy 25 laps of late models coming at you off of turn 4. Down the back straightaway, they crank it up again right now. Peterson gets the early jump in this one here. He goes into turn 3, sets up again as they roll off here, coming to the flag. Sobraski down on the inside. He and Billy Moyer side by side. Now Sobraski getting up alongside of Dustin Strand in that 71. Will that thing stay down there and stick down the back straightaway? Into turn 3, boy, I'll tell you, Tyler Peterson clear the landing strip. He is flying out there in that 1 car. Oh, and here it is, tough break out there for the 5. Simple got off the racetrack. They're going to call him out and tell him to move on there. There he goes again. Coming to the flag out front. We got a caution here, and that will settle it down here. 24 laps remaining on the flag up there right now, I believe. Peterson, your leader. Okay, well, the freight train loads up. Folks, here they come off turn 4. 2,350 pounds at about 750 horse apiece. Here they roll to the flag as they come at you again one more time. And it's party time for the lates. There goes Ward taking a dive, trying to get on the inside that time. Can't quite get it done. Slides up the cushion. Oh, boy, tough break for Scott Ward there. Took a gamble, but hey, that's the way racing is. You got to take a shot sometimes. And here comes Peterson, going to lead another lap as the freight train rolls in behind him. Bryson James running second. Now, I tell you, folks, that one TPO and that 71 running third have had some real good battles, especially up at River City Speedway in Grand Forks. So keep an eye on that if we get a late caution. Moyer is now in fourth in the 42. Down there again, coming up here right now one more time. Moyer now moves into third place. Billy Moyer working his way through the field. Again, they stretch it out one more time down that front straightaway. Peterson looking good in the cushion. Keep an eye back there on Ricky Weiss. He's also moving up. Remember, he came out of the B main. Peterson now coming up behind several good race cars. Peterson now opening up. Let's see, the lead now up to 1.20 seconds, 1.20 over Bryson James. And again, Peterson stretched it out down that back straightaway. Now, Peterson coming up on heavy lap traffic. James in second. Moyer running third right now on the bottom. You can bet right now James and Moyer hoping that this lap traffic will hold up that one TPO. 22 laps to go. Yes, still lots of time in this one here. According to my lap counter here down the back straightaway. 16. Okay, 15, 14, or they come down here right now. Laps counting now. There we go. Scoreboard's up and caught up with me here again right now. Peterson now running through the high side, going through a lot of lap traffic here. And again, you can see Bryson James doing a nice job running second. That young gun's fun to watch, folks. He's a great young talent, and right now they've got Peterson boxed in a little bit here, and it's allowing James and Moyer to pick up a little bit of real estate on him. Stranded fourth down there, Sabraski fifth. Ricky Weiss, folks, is now I think in sixth place if I got that right. Yeah. How about Ricky Weiss? He started 21st, he's up to sixth. And he might not be done yet. And now Weiss around the outside has just moved into fifth place as he sneaks by Shane Sabraski. The lead 1.10. There's your race leader coming by, Tyler Peterson. 10 laps to go. And now Peterson's off the pace on the back straightaway. And we might have a new leader here. Hold on here. They come off turn 4. Bryson James, was that him that caught him there? I think it was. Yeah, Bryson James took the lead away. Oh, Peterson just went off the racetrack. Tyler Peterson with 12 off. Bryson James is your new, wait a minute now. No, Peterson's still out there. And that was James that must have went off. And we got a caution. We'll get this thing sorted out now. Boy, tough break out there. Bryson James was the car that actually went off. And a tough deal for him. I thought it looked like Peterson for a minute, but now James with a great run. Now, all of a sudden, Peterson's got Moyer sitting right there. And I'll tell you, folks, this could get pretty wild. Because remember, Weiss is sitting right now, I think, in fourth place. And he started 21st in that 7 car. Okay, now they get him reset again. Chris will get the field reset for you here in a minute. We'll get him out in the track. Tyler Peterson's led this thing from the get-go. Can he seal the deal? I don't know if Billy's got enough race car to get around him. Like I said, Peterson basically a second-year late model driver. Very good in the mods. Of course, he went right in his first year in the late model, was a rookie of the year and a national champion all in the same boat. Now you got Strand up there. Weiss, Zabrowski still hanging around. Chad Olson, that 10's not too far off back there. Okay, down that back straightaway again. Peterson now gets ready. Well, folks, here we go. Eight laps at about 16 seconds a pop. Let's see what happens. Here they come off turn 4. Peterson gets ready. Again, down to the inside. Here goes Moyer taking a run on the inside. Peterson closes the door. Strand goes to the outside. He's going to try and run on the high side. Moyer's on the inside of Peterson. They go down into turn 3 side by side. They set up in a caution. We got a car spun in 1 and 2. Might be Hunsaker over there. We'll take a look. Yep, it looks like it's going to be a couple of them there. I see Hunsaker in the 1. Thomas trying to get a little push, get him going. Into turn 3 and 4. Tyler Peterson sets up again one more time. Behind him again is 71 of Strand. The 42 of Moyer as they take a run at him. And we drop the green again. Here we go. Zabrowski. Ricky Weiss in the 7. Oh, and Peterson's off the track. He goes up. Moyer takes the lead. And now, wait a minute. Strand takes the lead now. We're back and forth. Here it is. That yellow and a terrible break for Tyler. And we got a mess back here now. And hold on here. Let's see what happens here. Who's the yellow charged on here? Now, this could be a Merry Christmas to Peterson. Let's see who the charge is. Because if they charge that, some of them guys, the 2 that went off, could end up coming back in. I don't know for sure, but we'll wait and see. They'll talk to him again. Now, Peterson, I can see him on that back road back there. You probably can see him there. Looks like he's heading toward his pit. And now that's going to change things up because that also puts Ricky Weiss from 22nd to 3rd in that 7 car. And Dustin Strand is your new leader. Coming in, the 22 with a flat tire. Tough break for those guys. Carl Tipton coming in. Carl had a good run going also. Looks like, is it 9? I'll correct myself. It looks like 9 laps left in this one here right now. Yeah. Okay, they're working on Tipton's car down the infield. Great job. You know, there's the unheralded crews there. Look at all them guys. Probably from 2 or 3 different race teams, but all working hard to get Carl back on that racetrack again. Straightening out some sheet metal and the tire change at the same time. Okay, there it is. Tipton coming back out again right now. Well, you know as well as I do, folks, this is going to be like trying to take a steak away from a grizzly bear to take that lead away from Billy Moyer. This is not going to be easy. I tell you what. They get ready one more time around again. Field set. After this, like I said, we've got Sport Mods and X Mods coming up, our final 2 features of the evening. Okay, Billy Moyer sits down that back straightaway. Cool and calm. Like I said, driving a car that he doesn't normally drive. I mean, it's like it says, not one, you know. Okay, they get set. Moyer gets ready. He drops a hammer, gets off to a nice start. Here comes Weiss on the inside. Weiss right down on the bottom, right behind him again, off of turn 2. Weiss now moves into second place, but here comes Strand around Weiss down the back straightaway to turn 3. Now Weiss goes up top again. Remember, Ricky Weiss, I think, won 5 times here last year, and he is 4 times. Okay, thank you, Chris. 4 times here last year. And he'd like to get back in the victory lane after a terrible start tonight going off in that heat race. Now Weiss goes into turn 3, flat-footing that thing up top. Moyer on the bottom coming to the flag. Weiss is closing in. 7 to go. Weiss and Strand up top. Moyer hugging that bottom. Moyer running a little different line than Weiss did. Moyer on the bottom, Weiss up top. Moyer floats that thing through the turns. Here comes Ricky Weiss again. Now Weiss again with a big head of steam down the back straightaway. Gets up to the backside again, now into turn 3. Moyer staying on the gas. Weiss wide open up top again. Can't quite get there yet. Moyer hanging tough. These two guys have battled each other many times on the Lucas Oil Series and some of the World of Outlaw shows, so they know each other a little bit. And I tell you what, how about Strand in that 71 on the bottom? He's caught up to the backside of Weiss again. And now the 71 of Strand down the back straightaway. And he's going to move into second. He and Weiss in a great fight as they come up again on the backside of Billy Moyer one more time. Now Weiss trying a different line this time, but can't quite get there. Moyer able to drive by, and there goes Strand into second. Weiss now trying to get up to Moyer, but again, he's got his hands full with the 71 as they come down the front straightaway. Now Weiss on the outside again. He's got one last chance to get there. There goes Strand, is so good off turn 2. And that's the one place that Weiss is struggling a little bit. Now they come into turn 3. White flag coming, 1 lap to go for Moyer. And again they go into 3 and 4. Weiss is there, he's caught him. They come to flag, Weiss going to turn on the inside, and Moyer's going to get the win.